65.
We like bundling pest control with termite protection for a low monthly payment. We couldn't be happier with the results. Most treatments are done outside, and we haven't had any issues in over 3 years.
Call us today for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Yeah!
Willie Mimmer sweat!
Yeah!
Still in the hot tub!
Yeah!
Willie Mimmer wet!
Yeah! Welcome, 105.4. Was that it? No, 104.
It's one of them numbers. It's yeah.
I just forgot the whole thing. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Well, if you show up every day, it'd be all right.
Hush. And welcome, listen, Mr. Glenn Manley. And Big J, what are you wearing today? Who you got on today?
Got my Cubby Blue going on. I love the road uni, man.
Glenn, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing my Bay High stuff.
And when did that school start? 1924.
Yeah.
That's not,
we have a little head
last
start
week.
on everybody in the county, I guess.
2-year-old school. Oh, 1924. Unbelievable, man. The legendary Bay High School. And speaking of that, well, you know, I got to do a couple things before we get rolling. And we got a lot to talk about. Not so much all sports, but some good things. I saw Trudy yesterday. I was at the Cajun place and got me some bread pudding. And I've been pretty good about staying off the sugar, and I've been really good. But I just had that craving.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never been to the Cajun place and had the bread pudding, you're missing out. So I had to have it. I saw Trudy, went up and talked to her. She's lovely, beautiful young lady. Jan, I didn't see Jan there, but I saw Trudy. Well, guess what she told me? Breaking news. I think it's already out there. That Cajun place will be opening up downtown Panama City in 2027.
All right.
It's going to be called Dat Cajun Pearl. Dat Cajun Pearl, the same great food that we have here on Panama City Beach, the Cajun place, will be over in downtown Panama City. How about that?
That's
Isn't that
great.
nice?
Yeah.
You don't have to drive that far now.
That's right. And don't have to cross the bridge.
Man, their food is incredible. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I think they're going to do extremely well downtown, bring a lot of business down there. Jan and Trudy, I love them. Their life story is incredible. You know, we always say it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Everything they went through during Katrina, almost got killed. They had to wade through water. They had guns. It was houses burning, flooded. They had to get out of there. They had to go through so much, lost so much, and now look at them. They started. She started out of a kitchen, cooking for people. Then they said, you know what? They were telling her, you need to open a restaurant. She did. The rest is history.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
I love Jan Trudy. And he's a veteran. God bless him. Fought in Vietnam. Like somebody else I know.
Yep.
Like another hero I'm sitting with right now. Glenn, we got some great things happening here.
We do.
Hard Rock Bet Radio, July, August, year round. You can do it anytime you want. Did you know that Hard Rock gives you new promos every single day? We're talking no sweat bets, profit boost, bonus bets, and more. So no matter the day or the game, there's always something waiting for you on the app. Open Hard Rock Bet now and see what you've got today. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 and physically in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your betting? Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE. Be smart. Enjoy it, but be smart. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And we all talk about the games. We all give you our input all during college football. Who's going to win this? Who's going to win that? And we're always wrong, but you can still listen and you can still
That's
bet.
right.
Man, it was a special day yesterday. I went down to a couple things were special. And I'll start out with this. I went down to the Cajun place. Did not know my friend had texted me and said meet us down there. I didn't know he took my table, and I was very upset when I looked up there and saw
Jay
four
Michaels,
people.
yeah.
At Jay Michaels at the Hale table. And I said, who are those people? I said, that's Glenn. I walk over there, and it was two living legends, Glenn Manley and Coach Jim Scroggins.
Yep.
His beautiful wife and your beautiful wife. And I was just like, I couldn't believe Coach Scroggins looks – he's a 10-year younger than last time. He just doesn't age.
Right.
Is he not a good-looking guy?
He is.
That's one of the greatest coaches. I'll never forget. I thought we had a lot better. I thought we had better players than them. He was at Arcadia. This was back in early 80s. And we go play them. First time I'd ever seen a wing team ever. I think he was one of the first ones to put it in that part of the state. And they beat us. Not bad, but they beat us. And I'm telling you, a couple times I was like, good, we got the fullback tackled. And then you look down the field, there goes the running back. We didn't know who had the ball. We never knew who had the ball. That was the best faking team I'd ever seen. But Coach Scroggins, not only is he a great, great coach, he is a great, great man. He is a leader of people, leads you to Christ. I mean, he can do it. He's
Right.
good as gold. He's good as gold.
He's one of the few guys that I coach for that when they talk about the Bible and stuff, they actually live it. So
yes,
he does.
yes.
He does
I don't think
great.
I've ever heard him say a bad word.
No, I've heard him one time, and we all we're in shock. But it wasn't that bad. But for him, it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And then when he first got here, we went over and played Gulf Breeze, and every time we'd run something, they'd blow the whistle, and we'd have guys run down the field with the ball, and they thought it was there. We had the referees fooled for a long time. Then the second half, they didn't want to get fooled, so they wouldn't blow it, and we'd be down for a couple of seconds. So
they were that good at it. I mean,
yeah.
They were coached up well, man. There's no doubt about that. But what a living legend. You know, he coached for like 50-something years.
Yeah,
Isn't he still helping his son?
He was coaching at Orlando Christian Prep a little bit, but he moved further south to be down with the grandkids and stuff.
He told me his last thing he did coach was special teams. I kind of looked over at Glenn and said, I didn't say in front of him. I said, but did Glenn coach you up? But I did not say that.
When he first got there, we went in there and he was talking to me, and he said, me and Coach Moon. And he said, I really like special teams. That's kind of my thing, So we started running, of course, the swinging gate and all that. So I told him, we ran that in high school. And then so we started collaborating on it. And then he just said, okay, you can have it.
Yeah.
So, but I had to win his trust. You come into a new place and the principal says, well, all the coaches are good, but okay, so you go 1-10. So so it was a lot of fun going through there. And then when we had Coach Nagy and Coach Bland, and those guys, it was a lot of fun. And so,
Dennis Bush.
Dennis Bush, and a lot of those guys, it was a lot of fun too. When you had the players, it was really a lot of fun. So,
I always say, and this is a true statement, you cannot win. I don't care what kind of coach you are. Bear Bryant went 1-9 at Texas A&M next year, and he flipped it around. But he was 1-9, only losing season he ever had. You can't win without good players. You can lose with them, but you can't win without them. You got to have players.
I know it.
And I tell you what, Stroggins, not only that, a Marine, a great Christian man, I can't say enough good things about him. First class all the way. I even think if he had a problem with you wouldn't even know it. I just think he's that kind of a guy. He just treats people well.
He had hurt his knee playing football, so he had that little limp.
Yeah.
But no, he's got a new knee now. But we would come out in two lines and march around there half of the field, and then pour the Tornado Creek water.
We talked about that the other day.
Yeah, and so I look at that out there one day, and they're all hobbling like him, the whole team. He didn't know because he's in the front. And we were cracking up. So, but that's how much they respected him, But it was funny when they did that. So.
I'll never forget going to the first. I don't know, it was 2009. I can't remember when it was now. But the first meeting I went to, it was Tommy Santamont called the meeting, and I was like, most of these meetings you go to down in Central Florida. I was only in Polk County, Lee County, and Bay County, 3 counties in over 30-something years. And I go in there, and most of them are pretty good. Everybody gets along fairly well. But I went in this one, first one ever. It was like ice water. Scroggins, Harden, and then me and Charlie Tate walked in. And I love Charlie. I knew Charlie back because he was with Bartow when I was at Lake Wales, big rival schools. And I was like, dang, Charlie. Do they not like each other? So is it you? They don't like it? He says, I think it's mainly them two. It was... I don't know if they said a word. It's kind of listened.
No, it was.
It had bad blood then, or what?
I think with Coach Harden, who was a great coach in his own right, he came over from Lincoln. Leon County was kind of like that when you had Coach Cox,
Gene Cox,
Gene Cox, and those guys, and they were always trying to find out something that went wrong with those guys. So you didn't really talk to your other people.
Yeah.
Because they were always trying to find something, and so they kind of carried that over, and then Coach Scroggins said something like, "Well, I need to know what the rules are. If there are not any rules, then I can do no rules." But they had mutual respect, but at the same time, they were covering their programs, so it was quite a thing. So, and then I guess. Couple of times, but going both ways. There were some, calls that didn't seem too good, so we used to call them the Ram Pride Officials Association. So we didn't do ourselves any favors there, but you have to go back to some of that stuff. So
we tried to get Coach on today, and he couldn't.
No,
but we got to get him back on either a phone interview or something. I said, Coach, people would love to hear from you again. Yeah. But he's here. If you'd like to see him, where's he going to be at lunch today? We can line everybody up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if
better not give that out because there'll be other people.
Yeah. But anyway, Coach Jim Scroggins is back in town, the legend. With seeing two legends at one time. Of course, the word spread, and it started packing up at Jay Michaels. I got kind of upset a little bit. Glenn was signing autographs, and I wasn't. I didn't like that. But something else happened. How much time we got?
You're looking at about a good 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, we get back. I got something else that happened yesterday over at Bay High School. A great honor. We'll talk about that when we get back. Right now, let's talk about some of our great people. Really, really enjoyed lunch yesterday at the legendary J. Michael's restaurant. I saw Michigan Eddie and his beautiful wife.
Right.
Looked at them. He's doing well. He's heading to Houston to get his health checked out. Y'all say a little prayer for Michigan Eddie.
Absolutely.
He is getting his cancer checkup. I hope and pray to God he gets good news from Houston. His son is no longer at Mosley. He told me he's at Bay High School now.
That's correct.
Yeah. So that's what. Did you talk to Coach Griff yesterday? Did he say anything? All the transfers, who did well this summer, who didn't?
Coach Griff Monday, we had a good thing. We talked about his his schedule and how the spring went, and then off the air we talked a little bit about facilities for dressing and things like that. So
what facilities?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We talked about something. There's plenty of room to the left side of that bathroom setup that you can put over there. So, but he has done something with the practice field. He had it redone and all that. So.
You know, we could have used they told us way back we could use the lockers out by the field. But when the other teams came, you had to take everything out because for the visit. You know, like let's say Bay had to play over there and they had Creshu coming or something, whatever.
Right, you had to take all your stuff
You had to
out.
get everything out, both locker rooms, and have it cleaned out perfectly. And I said, the heck with it. We just stay where we're at. And it was, back then, that was not a big deal. It was pretty good back then. Of course, the school's gotten so much bigger now. We started out 1A, and now what are they now, 5A, 4A?
4 or 5A, yeah, that's
whatever.
sure. So,
all right, let's talk about some of our great people, man. Before Braves, Lynn Haven. I love Pat Perno. What a wonderful man.
Absolutely.
City Commissioner of the City of Lynn Haven does a great job there. No doubt about it. People love him. And he's a great man. You should. His restaurant's second to none. Beef Braves, Lynn Haven. 10 wings inside for $9.99. You can't beat that. TV's everywhere. If you want a great meal today, you head down to Beef Braves in Lynn Haven. Now, if you're on Panama City Beach, it's the world today and today only. It will be packed out at lunch. It's going to be packed out at dinner. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant and the J. Michael's Spaghetti. It is that good. The sauce is incredible. Glenn, I'll be there. No, you got something else. I'll be there, and I don't know where Brian is.
Brian's out of town, I believe.
Yeah, I think he did tell us he's going to be going. I'll be down there and having a great time. You should be too. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Now, let's just stay with the restaurants. If you want a great Mexican meal, hey, man, there ain't no one place to go. That's Pepper's Mexican Grill. We know the one over in town. If you're over in town, check that out. But if you're on Panama City Beach, you've got to get at Pepper's Mexican Grill. It's on Panama City Beach Parkway. Every Monday, 10% discount for military. Buy one, get one free. Draft beer, house margaritas. Try the soft special margarita. I think it's just called the soft margarita special. Just tell them about it. It's like having dessert. It looks like a sherbet ice cream, icy mixture. It is the taste is incredible, but be careful. It has 3 different liquors. It's got a little kick to it, but it's absolutely outstanding. No doubt about that. And that means to shut up. And when we get back, we got to talk about a special award that was given out yesterday. I had a little tear in my eye. I might go over there and look at it. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hard Rock Bet. Oh, man, get out there and make yourself a wager. We'll be right back.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It saved baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
There's only one sport with games to bet every day the rest of the summer, and there's only one legal app to bet it. Bet baseball on Hard Rock Bet, your home to bet home runs, strikeouts, even the next at-bat. It's secure and regulated, so your money is safe. Step up to the plate with towering parlays that can turn a dollar bet into a max payout up to $2 million.
It's out of here!
Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it. And there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
Now, It's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update, presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves washed out yesterday, double dip today. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
No baseball on Tuesday as storms hit the New York area. That means a split doubleheader today. Game 1 coming your way 1-10. Sean Manaea going for the Mets, and it's the debut of A.J. Smith-Shawver. More than a year after hurting his elbow, he is back, and he will start in Game 1. Game 2, 7:10 Eastern Time. Chris Sale gets the start for the Braves. He's 11-6, has a 2.19 ERA and 134 strikeouts. Christian Scott, he will get the ball for the Mets. The 27-year-old is 3-2, has a 3.13 ERA, 29 walks, 78 strikeouts, and a 126 whip. Ford leadoff show for Game 1, 11:55, first pitch at 1:10. Ford leadoff show at 5:55 for Game 2, first pitch at 7:10. You can hear all of it on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
Winning.
The Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studios. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, man. Well, hey, you know what? That limited selection that you have to play, you do a good job.
I try to bring out the tunes, man.
Back in the day, we used to get in trouble, man. We would play, Wildcat would play James Brown's "A Man's World," which is the greatest song ever written. It's such a true statement. Women know your place, do what you're told. I mean, it's just the way it is, you know.
That phone number is 850-866.
It's a man's world. Man, wait, we got a caller. We got
Steve Barnes on the line.
Steve Barnes. Hey, Steve, how you doing, sir?
Hey guys, just to let you know, I played for a legend over here in Pensacola too. A guy named Carl Madison.
I love Coach Madison.
Well, yeah, how long did he stay there? I mean, you know, he moved around a lot.
He got to Tate in '72.
Okay.
And he stayed until they believe it or not, they ran him off in '83. We won the state championship in '80.
Right.
And the next year in '81, we went 6-4. The next year we went 5-5, and they fired him. So he went to Pine Forest, won 2 state championships and a national championship.
Right. Then he went to Milton.
They called Tate.
Yeah.
He ended up at Milton too.
You know what he did though?
He's at Milton twice.
Yeah.
Steve, he came over to Arnold, and now he's selling shoes and selling stuff. He taught me into buying these platform shoes that'll build your calves up. It's going to make you faster. And I sit there and talk to him forever. I just love that guy. And I did. We bought a bunch of shoes from him. But really, it wasn't the shoes. I bought it because I liked him.
Kid. I was pitching toed as a kid, and we went to. He had a clinic every year for the kids, and my daddy told him, it's like, you know, we got to get him some orthopedic shoes, and he said, no. Pitching toe kids are faster. Don't fix his feet. That was Coach Madison.
Yeah, we played Rutherford to see who would go play Milton or not, and so when we got through, we go back in the field house, and he's sitting at my desk going through the drawers, and I said, "Coach, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to figure out how to beat you guys."
At least he was honest.
He was,
right.
But you know, I had a friend of mine, actually one of my players, who's a principal at one of the elementary schools now, and he said they practiced 3 hours on offense and 5 minutes on defense.
Defense is easy.
Right,
go
too.
tackle the guy with the ball.
Well, you know, how many different offense? Yeah.
My favorite Coach Madison story was there's this urban legend that we're going to play Woodham.
Uh-huh.
And he had dressed in camouflage and climbed a tree outside their field to watch him practice.
That's probably true.
Well, no. I asked him one day. This is way after he retired. I said, you know, I was writing for Rivals.com, and I was going to do a story on him because he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know, Coach, did you ever do that? He goes, well, that's stupid. I'd never do that. I put my assistant, Woody McCorvey, in a Coca-Cola uniform and had him acting like he was going to change out the drinks in the machine. He was.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Was Don Sharp the coach then at Woodham?
He was there. He got there my junior year. We beat him his first year. We beat him. I think it was 41-0. The year we won state. And the next year was the first time Woodham ever beat Tate. And when I say beat Tate, I was on that team. He beat us.
Yeah, yeah. He lived right behind me in Montgomery, Alabama. I think it was his first job was at Floyd Junior High.
Floyd. Then he went to Andalusia.
Won all those games.
There's an Andalusia
he was a heck
years.
of a coach, man. He was a heck of a coach.
Well, I was in Montgomery. I wrote for the Advertiser. I was a Troy beat writer for a year.
Did you really? What years were you in Montgomery?
Well, I worked at Troy in sports information from 91 to 95. I was the beat writer at the Advertiser for Troy in 2002. It was a year. It was a year that was DeMarcus Ware's junior year.
Yeah.
But it was that year that the Marquis de Sade put together the schedule. We had to go to ranked Kansas State, ranked Minnesota, ranked Virginia, ranked Nebraska. Had to go to North Texas, who at the time was winning the Sun Belt every year. The only breaks we got, we had to go to UAB, and they were just not that good. And we had the nice little 6-hour plane flight to Logan, Utah, play Utah State.
Wow.
But other than that, and Coach Blakeney, we went 6-6 that year.
I love him.
And people were saying he should be fired. He can only win 6 games. Look, every team we lost to went to a bowl game.
Wow. And now he's in the Hall of Fame and everything. Yeah,
oh, yes, he finally is.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you, did you know Rick Rhodes?
Oh, yeah, I know him.
I
he won
for
the
him.
87 championship at Troy, and he ended up going to Kentucky.
And who was his quarterback?
Ooh, back then was that year still Mike Turk.
That's right. The legend at Huntington College. I love Mike. He played at Jeff Davis.
Turk,
yeah.
When Turk had his first son, Jimbo, named after, won't even say who he's named after. Let's put it that way, because he fumbled and made a lot of people mad at Alabama. But he was born. We put out a release about the baby, and they listed how long the baby was. And me and my boss, Tom Enzi, at the time, we figured it out, and we put it in the release that the baby was exactly a third of Turk's height already.
The wishbone quarterback. He was good, man. He was something else in high school and college. Hey, did you know Bud Casey, Bud and Amos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bud, I was good friends with Bart and Scott, his 2 sons.
Oh, my God. That's heck. We have, you and I like family then. I love them. I've known them forever.
Oh, and Scott, I tell you what, last time I saw him, he still looks like he could go to Julia's Buffet and put down 50 chicken wings.
When's the last time you've seen him? He's gotten skinny now.
Well, God, last time I saw him, it was at a Troy game. I was covering it for, I think, the News Journal of Pensacola. I know what it was, and this was a long time ago. This was the Oklahoma State game that was on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And Troy beat them, I think it was like 41-22.
Yeah, he coached for me at Arnold, did a really good job. Really good
Scott's
job.
a good guy.
Yeah.
What about
Wayne
Wayne
Bart's
Bolt?
a good guy, too.
What about Wayne Bolt? Were you around when Wayne Bolt was there?
Oh, good Lord.
Cuz.
Everything Cuz.
Cuz. Yeah.
Is he still alive?
I think so.
I think so. He had that stomach surgery where he lost
that's right. That's right.
He lost a huge amount of weight. But
Yeah.
my favorite Bolt story, well, this is a Blakeney story too, is I guess it was probably 93, one of my first years at Troy, and we're in August doing 2-a-days, and it's only about 100 degrees outside. He makes about 110, and they come in for the break, and they have to walk by our office to get to the coaches' lounge. And we heard this boom, and all of a sudden people were running and see all these trainers. And, I think, what's going on? And so I walked out there, and they had the door of the lounge open, and Bolt is just laid out. The heat got to him.
Wow.
And Coach Blakeney standing behind me. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. The trainers, Chuck Ash, the trainer's working on him, and they got him up. and he's fine. And I turned around to Coach Blakeney and said, man, that was close. He said, yeah, boy, if he had died, we'd have to lift his big butt out of here.
Unbelievable, man. Hey, is his wife, she sold real estate. I guess every coach he hired, you had to go buy a house from him. I think that's how they became wealthy. But
yeah, Linda.
Yeah, are they still healthy, both of them?
Last I talked to Bolt, he was working at Auburn.
I didn't see
that. That's been a while ago.
Yeah.
A long while ago.
Wow.
But I still talk to Miss Janice Blakeney every now and then.
Yeah.
They built a house up in Auburn. But they still come down to Troy when they can.
Yeah. Wow. Now, where are you living now?
Born and raised in Pensacola.
Okay. All right. Good. Hey,
that's weird.
Our time is running up.
Pensacola.
What were you calling? He said you were going to talk about some Ole Miss Rebel stuff.
Yeah, I'm a senior writer for the RebelWalk.com.
All right.
They Ole Miss went ahead and filed that lawsuit like I thought they would against the two players who broke their rev share deal and went ahead and transferred to LSU. Well, I talked to double-digit coaches and ADs last night. They all said, good, do it. Because, they want the kids to know that you signed that deal, it's binding.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to another buddy this morning, who is an agent / lawyer, and he's licensed in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Georgia. So he's got a lot of people around him. He's talked to a bunch of people, and he said he talked to somebody in the LSU administration who said they're glad those two kids are getting sued because they want the LSU kids to know when they sign rev share with them, they're going to get sued if they break it.
Wow. Okay. But if it did go, which it won't, but if it did go to court, wouldn't all the dirt come out? How they got?
I think it will go to court.
Okay, and then that means the dirt will come out, right?
Well, Ole Miss sent basically settlement, arrangements to both kids. They didn't answer it. They sent one to LSU, and the LSU official answer was the kids signed the contract, not us.
Wow. Okay.
So they're on the hook, not us, which I think is going to hurt LSU because now every school in the country, when a kid says, I want to transfer to LSU, that compliance guy can say, well, just know that they won't take care of you.
Right.
But I don't think they're going to settle. Why would they?
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's
I wish
a
we had
dunk case.
Listen, I hate this. We got to take a break, and then we got Dr. Ward on next. Call back. When you get a chance, call back. I'd love to talk to you.
All right. Well, this morning or another time?
Well, anytime. Call us once a day if you like. We can talk a lot about all this stuff you know, all these people you know.
About 8:15 or something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll call y'all back about 8:15.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
We'll find out more about that LSU Ole Miss lawsuit, which is going to be pretty big. That could change some things right there.
It could.
Them boys thought they had some money. They ain't gonna have nothing. Anyway, let's talk about some of our great people. It is hot today. If you get a storm, you're gonna see lightning like you hadn't seen in a long time. Be careful. Stevenson Air Conditioning answer all the heat. Call them anytime, day or night. Jason and his crew will be there, and they'll take care of you. Stevenson Air Conditioning, locals taking care of locals. Also, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski, I love Jason. He's like a son. He's like a little brother. I love that man. Listen to him every Tuesday and Friday. But tomorrow, he will be with me tomorrow. We'll be right back with the legend, Glenn Manley. Dr. Ward, where are you? 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida with a quick programming update.
Hey, it's Coach Hale with two quick programming notes. Listen to The Herd with Colin Cowherd at his new time, weekdays 11 to 2. Plus, Paul Feinbaum's working the split shift, Monday through Friday, 2 o'clock to 4. Then we bring him right back on from 6 to 8. Make sure to wake up with the Coach James Hale Show, weekday mornings, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it, and there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
Ready to play? Welcome to DuPlay, your premier indoor destination for family fitness and total fun. DuPlay is designed for fun, movement, and skill building for all ages. Kids can explore our active playgrounds, while athletes and teams can utilize our turf fields, indoor soccer, batting cages, full basketball, and volleyball courts. With open play, training space, and structured activities, it's all inclusive at the new DuPlay in Panama City. Take a look now at DuPlayOnline.com. That's DuPlayOnline.com.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
They got something that money couldn't buy. I was noticing when you come down the stairs that you've got pretty legs.
All right, I'll tell you a story without a happy ending.
Y'all following this?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back to 104.3 ESPN legendary guest, the man, the myth, the legends, back with us, Dr. Ward. I don't know where he's been lately. He's, when he's in D.C. with the Jimmy Petronas and Trump and Doc.
He was stuck in Atlanta.
Weren't you in Spain or somewhere this last time?
Yeah, we were in Spain last week, but Coach hit the nail on the head. We spent way too much time in the Atlanta airport trying to get there.
Yeah, golly. Anyway. Hey, listen, before we get rolling with you, just give me a second. I think you'd want to help congratulate Dr. Manley also. Yesterday, he is Bay High School. What he has done for the youth is incredible. Another thing what people don't realize, because I've been with him now 9 years, he gives his time, his energy to every single school in the county. He gives money and quietly does it. Doesn't want to let people know about it, even Arnold. I mean, the guy is incredible. And they honored him Monday. They honored him Monday. They have a huge rock, kind of like they did at Clemson, the Howard's Rock, and you touch it before you're on the field. Well, they did it there. They got a big, beautiful plaque on it. And the kids will see that. Kids that play going forward at Bay High School will see that and read what it says. But, Glenn, I want to thank you for what you've done for me. I want to thank you for what you have done for the youth of Bay County. You're a great man, and you care about all the schools and all the people in this county.
I do.
All those players that play for you, it's incredible what they think of you.
Well, I've always been in the kid business, and so one of the things where I'm not in the Rotary Club or the other clubs because I'm always working with the schools or whatever I can do for the schools, and I want to thank Doc for support that he's given me too. So we, it's just it was a great honor because I think about all the kids that have gone through there, not just them, but the kids that were in my classes that if you don't build a relationship with them, you can't put any rules on them. And I like it when I see kids come back and what they've done with their future. So that makes me proud. And then all the players that have gone through.
Yeah.
So
it's all the lives you have touched. And Dr. Ward, you've touched a lot of lives. Every time you cut on me, you've touched me. And speaking of that, I will see you Tuesday morning. I don't know if I'll be here Tuesday morning. I'll see Doc Tuesday morning. Do you know that? You got me scheduled Tuesday morning?
I know now.
Okay. Make sure Monday night you get plenty of rest, get some sleep, and be ready to go, okay?
This sounds like an intern job to me.
And speaking of skin cancer, it can be deadly. We lost a strength coach. I think it was at Houston. They got it too late. He didn't take care of business. It didn't look right, feel right, and he didn't get checked out. It only takes 5 minutes. Where are you located? And what can we do out there? The average guy, what can he do? Both my granddaughters got sunburned pretty bad twice this summer. And I think they're mad at me. But that's where you pay for what you've done in the past. But tell us some of the things we can do to protect ourselves, and how can we get up with you?
Yeah, so really it's just trying not to get sunburned. I mean, you can go outside, just do it smart. Cover up with clothes. Where you aren't covered with clothes, put sunscreen, and when you towel off, don't forget to reapply. You can come and see us at one of our 9 area convenient locations in Port St. Joe, Panama City, 2 in Panama City Beach, Watersound, Santa Rosa Beach, Bonifay, Mariana, and Defuniak Springs.
Wow. Yeah, I know you were out of the. I know you were gone, but I was in my mind. I was thinking. I said, school's getting ready to get cranked up. When's your son head out? Are they doing baseball now, or what's the deal with him? He's still going down south to the academy?
Yeah. So he's in his off-season program right now. So it's basically just strength and conditioning, and really focused on arm care as well. So he's kind of enjoying a little downtime, which is very important for all athletes to do. You can't just be going at it all the time. You got to find a year where you take a little break. But yeah, he's reporting to IMG Academy on August 21st.
Okay.
He'll start his year there.
And he will be playing baseball. Now, your daughter, she's involved in different sports. Talk about her. Is she back at it now? Is she back in the summer conditioning and everything?
South Walton is doing their summer conditioning for soccer. So yeah, she'll be playing soccer at South Walton. She's a freshman, so she'll probably be on the JV team, but you never know. I mean, she's pretty good. Maybe she'll make varsity. We'll let the coach decide where she plays.
Well, we had a problem here at Bay County. We kept talking about on the radio this Gulf Coast. I think it was Gulf Coast. Tell me if I'm wrong. Dropped the trainers, and with this heat right now they're covered, I believe, until August 20th. But I do believe Bay District Schools got a solution.
They already it was on there this morning. They have continue with the HCA. They're going to pick that back up. So they will be covered. Yeah.
Is Bay District School paying the bill?
Well, I don't know who's paying the bill. I just know they made a arrangement with them. So,
Doc, do you know over in Walton County they have trainers? I'm sure they do.
I don't know for certain. I would assume they're
they do it right over there. Yeah,
whatever the protocols are.
Yeah.
And the school district has the money over here for it, so I'm sure they're doing it.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere, Doc. Either, gosh, I don't want to say. I think it's Fort Walton Beach, something there, or maybe something out of Pensacola. But they do have them covered. So yeah.
Hey, I want to add real quick. Where's the new? You just I know you opened up something new. Where is it? Didn't you just open another facility?
Yeah, the second location at the beach is open. It's on the first floor of the FSU Health Medical Office Building off of Highway 79, which will be right next to the new hospital that'll be ready in 2028.
That's smart. That's a good thing right there. The beach is exploding and up 79. I remember when there was nothing up there. Now it's crazy.
It's a long ride to the dog trip.
Like all the way from Bag Beach up to 380. There's just communities popping up everywhere. They probably built like 5,000 houses there in the last. I mean, that's not excluding Margaritaville. They probably built like 5,000 houses there in the last few years.
Yeah. I want to ask you, too, have you talked to Nick over at South Walton? I know his son did sign that contract, $4.22 million to sign his name. Can you imagine that coming out of high school, having that kind of money?
I tell you, man, they're just a great family. Before we left for Spain, my son was eating lunch at a local Philly shop here in South Walton, and the whole family was there with a couple of the Padres organizations, and they know my son through baseball. They kind of call him over, make him feel good. So Coleman has not let a lot of money change him so far, and I don't think it will. They're just an easy family to root for because they're just such good people.
Now, do you know with that deal? Do they pay for his school, or does he just put money aside to pay for his school later on? Did you hear anything about that?
It may be in his contract to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. I would assume Coleman's going to play baseball until he can't play baseball anymore, and then he'll go to school and do something after that.
Yeah, because his moms, they're both big into that. All right. I want to talk. We hear anything about the Gators? We're going to have Eli is going to be on with us tomorrow. You know, he left Florida. Now he's going to be at South Walton with Coop Moss. I'm going to ask them what they think about Sully and all that. I got some good questions for them. But what do you hear about Florida? Anything? Baseball, football, anything? Any insight?
Well, you know, I got to go schedule my pedicure. All Gator fans now got to get their John Summerall pedicure on.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Doc, I didn't know that was good. Hey, we got to take a break. Tell us again, skin cancer. You got to get checked out. Where are you located?
You can give us a holler at 233-3376. If you see something that doesn't look right or feel right, get it checked out. Don't wait. Come see us at one of our 9 area convenient locations in Defumiac Springs, Bonifay, Mariana, Water Sound, Santa Rosa Beach, 2 locations in Panama City Beach, Panama City, or Port St. Joe.
I'll tell you what, man, you all want to have a great time. John and Charlotte always give back to the community. Charlotte gave a huge amount of money to Florida State. Go support them. Get out to one of the 4 newbies. Have a great time. The mothership, the best entertainment all summer long, almost every single night. That's what Charlotte wants. That's what she gets. She does that for you and your entertainment. People from all over the Southeast, heck, all over the country go to newbies. But newbies still on the curve. Go watch all the baseball games that are being played, and then head on down to the mothership. Have a great time. Over where Glenn lives, over in town, the Blue facility in St. Andrews. Go check it out. You'll love it. Also, Steve's Bike Shop. Steve Bertashaw is a swim coach at Moseley High School. They've been in business since 1979. You're doing something pretty good when you stay in business that long. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They've got great prices on new ones. They got used ones, and they can fix them. Steve's Bike Shop, number 1, not even close, on 23rd Street. And we'll be right back.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
We're up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Hurricane Helene.
And breaking weather as it happens.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Ready to play? Welcome to DuPlay, your premier indoor destination for family fitness and total fun. DuPlay is designed for fun, movement, and skill building for all ages. Kids can explore our active playgrounds, while athletes and teams can utilize our turf fields, indoor soccer, batting cages, full basketball, and volleyball courts. With open play, training space, and structured activities, it's all inclusive at the new DuPlay in Panama City. Take a look now at DuPlayOnline.com. That's DuPlayOnline.com.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa's on vacation, but Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry is working overtime on the savings. Celebrate Christmas in July with up to 75% off sparkling diamond and gemstone jewelry, coastal-inspired pieces, and holiday savings that are making waves. You'll find treasures from the shore to adore during Christmas in July. Slay the summer at Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry at the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street, your diamond headquarters.
If aliens showed up tomorrow and said, "Take us to your leader," you'd bring them to the Coach James Hale Show.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I got a couple things I've got to get out there. You want barbecue, you got to Outlaws Barbecue on Thomas Drive. I tell you what, Paul and his family from Alabama, they make the best barbecue you'll get anywhere. They got live entertainment Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Go check it out, Outlaws Barbecue. Tell them Coach sent you. I will be there Thursday for lunch. It's incredible. Also, real quick, I got to get this in here. You looking for jewelry? Where are we going?
We are going to go to David Adamson right there in beautiful Lynn Haven. Local shop, local owners, take care of everything locally. Keyword here, local.
And what about Dr. Ward's wife? She can go in there and put her name up on the wish list, put whatever she wants on there. He's got to go get it.
Has to go get it. No questions asked.
I tell you what, Russ, Pammer, Patrick, I love them.
Yeah.
They're great
Taking
people.
care of me a lot.
They have. Let's bring him back. Doc, your Florida Gators. Let's look at this. I want your opinion, okay? What I want you to do is tell me what you think. Do they got it wrong? This is the percentages of the chances for Florida to win these particular ball games. Is the percentage chance wrong, or are they going to win it? Here we go. Florida's first game, FAU, home game, 97% chance Gators win. About right, correct?
I'll agree with that.
All right, versus Campbell Soup at home, 99.9% chance to win the game. We feel good about those two, correct? All right, now.
Yeah, a 2-0 start is just about guaranteed.
All right, this is the game. I've been saying this now. I've been keeping up with what Auburn's doing. You see both these programs, recruiting has gone up. There's excitement at both fan bases. We got two really good coaches that need to be at these two schools. This game, I predict the winner of this game can win. Will win 8+ games, 8 or 9 games. Auburn, Florida Gators at Auburn. Florida chances to win this game on the road. I'm surprised at this. Only 48%. Who wins this game? I know it's early. We got plenty of time to talk about everything, but right now today, who would you put the money? That percentage, 48%, is that too high? Is that too low? And who wins the game?
Yeah, I think calling a road game at Auburn, which is a very difficult place to play with two new coaches, and calling it basically a coin flip is about right. I like our chances. I think if you're going to go and play a team away from home, you need to have a good running game, which I think we have, and you need a good defense, which I think we have. But it is not a game we're not going to go and blow Auburn out. You know, it's gonna be a close game. So again, calling it a coin flip is probably about right.
I love what you said, because I used to tell the players all the time, we go on the road, we better play great defense, and we got to win the kicking game. We do those two things, we got a shot to win this ball game. Even I don't care, you got to play great defense on the road. All right, let's go to home. Florida will be home versus a very talented Ole Miss Rebels. Now, Ole Miss is a lot better talent-wise than Auburn, I think, this coming up year. Ole Miss's quarterback's outstanding. Their running back's outstanding. They're used to winning. Now, they have to go into Gainesville. This one is a flip-up, 50%. What's your thoughts on that? Does Florida, can they get Ole Miss at home? I remember Ole Miss going in there and beat Tebow.
Yeah, but I also remember a number 3 ranked Ole Miss team in I think it was 2016 getting destroyed by an unranked Florida team, and I also remember Lane Kiffin coming into Gainesville against a horrible Florida coach. The one we're still paying, but now coaches at James Madison, and us knocking them out of the college football playoff conversation. So, Ole Miss recently has not done well in Gainesville. So I like that one being a coin flip. I do think the Swamp is a very tough place to play. I like what I'm hearing out of Sumrall and the fire that he's got, and I think a team that plays with fire and intensity at home in the SEC is always a tough out.
I love what the players are saying about him. They believe in him. They're like, we're back. Yeah, okay. I think Florida's going to be 4-1 after those 4 games. I really do. I don't think they're going to be 2-2. I think they're going to be 4-1, and I don't know if it's Auburn or Ole Miss. But what do you think about that? You feel pretty comfortable they're going to be? I'm sorry, 3-1 after those 4 games.
But yeah, I think that's the most likely outcome after 4 games to be 3-1.
All right, they go on the road to Missouri. They only give Florida a 46% chance to win this ball game. What do you think about that odds?
We don't play well at Missouri. Never had. I can't remember a single game that we've ever played there where we looked good. Mm-hmm. So that's a tough road game, and I think that's about right.
And they also have the stadium has been completed. It's beautiful. I think I kind of with you there. South Carolina at Gainesville. Florida's percentage chance to win this ball game 62%.
I'd even take it higher. I just don't believe in the Gamecocks at all. They're the new Vanderbilt of the SEC.
All right, so right now we got Florida being 4-2. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be tough. One of the most talented rosters in all of college football, and you got to play them out there at Texas. Listen to this. They only give Florida a 12% chance to beat Texas. What do you think about that percentage?
It's probably a little low, but I mean Texas is definitely going to be favored in this game. Okay,
so now we got them 6. That's another loss, I think. All right, the big one in Atlanta. Can he do it in year 1? It's supposed to be 50-50, I believe. In Atlanta, they give Florida only a 19% chance to beat the Georgia Bulldogs. How do you feel about that game?
I don't feel great about it, to be honest.
Yeah, they got 16 starters coming back. Kirby's the man. So that's I think that's 2 losses there. So let's go to the next one. Versus Oklahoma, 45% chance to win this game. I feel good about the Oklahoma game. I think they can beat Oklahoma.
I do.
I agree.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma. I think we take them at home. Again, I don't think we're going to lose any games at home this year.
I think you're right. At Kentucky, Florida's 67% chance to win. You think that percentage is right?
Yeah, Kentucky's like South Carolina with maybe a slightly better coach and slightly worse talent. So yeah, I think we take care of Kentucky.
All right. Versus Vandy, 70% chance Florida wins that ball game. I think that's right.
Agree.
And then the big one, at Tallahassee. I'll be honest with you, the 2 teams.
I think is that at Tallahassee? I thought we were playing the Swamp this year.
No, it said. Well, I don't know. It says right here at Florida State, and this is the Florida football schedule. So yes, didn't they play in Gainesville last year?
Yeah, they did. I think because we go to Miami this year, so that means Florida.
And isn't this a Friday 11 o'clock kickoff or something like that?
It is crazy. Versus Florida, so it will be at Florida State.
What time kickoffs?
And it is a 2:30 kickoff.
2:30
on 11/27.
That's
so
a Friday, Black Friday, because Ole Miss and Mississippi State, I think, is 11 o'clock kickoff. FSU and Florida 2:30, and the night games Texas A&M on Fridays. There's a lot of good football games on Friday. I don't like it being on Friday.
So that game's directly head-to-head with an NFL football game for viewership, though.
Yeah, I'm watching Florida State, Florida. I don't
or
care
high
about
school
NFL
playoff games.
Yeah. Doc, what do you think?
Seriously,
we don't. It's so quiet over there, and Gus leaving, it makes me think they're not going to be very good. But you don't know. We don't know.
I don't even know who is Tommy Castellanos coming back.
I have no clue.
Who's the quarterback? Nobody
knows anything what's going on over there.
Herman's the quarterback.
They only give Florida a 57% chance to win. What do you think? Is that too low?
Oh, that's way too low. I mean, we're better from a talent perspective. Obviously, Norvell's a dead man walking. He probably won't even be the coach by then if they somehow muster enough money together to actually pay him off. Yeah, Florida State's going to be awful this year.
Well, Doc, I hate it. We've already run out of time. Thank you so much. Tell everybody out there how to get up with the great Dr. Ward.
Just give us a holler at 233-3376. 5 minutes is all it takes to get checked out head to toe and make sure your skin is healthy and cancer-free. You can see us at one of our 9 area convenient locations in Defuniak Springs, Bonifay, Marietta, Port St. Joe, Panama City, 2 locations in Panama City Beach, Watersound, or Santa Rosa Beach.
I'll see you Tuesday morning. Doc, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy. Let's talk about some of our great people, man. Kyle Vandergrift, that family is a legendary family. Kyle is an incredible young man. Listen to him every Friday right here on the ESPN Northwest Florida. You get a letter from the insurance people. Hey, we're dropping you. Your roof's old. Don't panic. Call Kyle. Call Kyle. You want an addition to your house? You want to build a brand new house? Call Kyle. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it. They build it. Commercial, residential. They can do it all. Do you want that yard to look beautiful? We all do. You got bugs in your house. You want them gone? We can make them be gone. Patrick can do it. Turf Pro Pest Control #1. Not even close. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. We'll be right back. Alabama.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
So can I go off the deep end and say 3-0? Okay,
3-0. We got it.
And then you come back home in the swamp and you're playing Ole Miss coming off the LSU game. Let's say Ole Miss gets a little beat up. Could I even think that the Gators could be 4-0 after beating Ole Miss? Is it a possibility with a different coach at Ole Miss? I'm going off the deep end, Paul. I'm giving all the Gator fans hope.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning in to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. ESPN Northwest Florida.
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans, and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Certified.
On the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Love it, baby. Love it. Pump it up. Pump it up. There you go. There you go.
Hey, Alabama.
Crimson Tide. Roll Tide. Roll. I'm going to tell you what. The heat, I thought it was tougher Monday than yesterday. Today's supposed to be unbearable.
Well, if you went outside yesterday like I was, a little warm.
I started walking about 6:30 last night. I walked an hour, and it wasn't that bad. So I can't do it.
Probably had a little breeze by then.
Yeah,
but.
and when it gets sun goes down, it's a lot better. Let me tell you this. If you are fortunate enough to get, well, I say this, but then you better be careful. This reminds me of South Florida, down Lee County, down there in Naples and Fort Myers and Cape Coral. When it's hot and the heat index is like this, and you get a storm, you wait. The electrical storms are incredible down there. We've got a shot at having something like that here today because of the heat index.
Right.
And it's good to get cooled down with the water and everything, but the lightning, be careful out there. Be really extremely careful of that lightning, because if they get hit today, wherever you're at, it's going to be pretty rough, I think. But you know what? If it's the heat, so what? Who cares? You call Stevenson Air Conditioning if your house is not getting cooler. Call local. Call Jason. Graduated from Mosley High School. The guy is incredible. Stevenson Air Conditioning #1, not even close. They'll be out there anytime, day or night, to take care of your needs. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. That's like Glenn Manley. When I need something done, Glenn gets it done. Thank you, Glenn.
You're welcome.
All right, I want to talk about the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is a big season. You listen to all the talk, Stephen A. Smith, everybody. You would think that it's DeBoer's do-or-die year, and they just signed him to a $89 million contract, whatever it was. I mean, just got an extension.
He has the same agent as Norvell, I guess.
And you, Jimmy Sexton. So, Coach Saban said, be positive. It's year 3. And what gives me great hope that it's year 3. The great ones get it done in year 3. But after saying that, things have changed the way games played. NIL's changed everything. So, Bama fans, we've got to be patient. We've got to be smart. We need to use the money like everybody else to bring in great players and maybe keep the coach. Hopefully, the running situation is improved. Hopefully, for that to happen, the offensive line has to be improved. I think we got really good quarterbacks. I don't think the quarterback room situation is going to be a problem. The Mac's good, but I really think Russell's special. He is a special ball player. That true freshman's pretty good too.
Yeah.
The thing I don't know how good our running backs are. We had in the past had elite NFL first-round draft pick running backs. Hell, we had it across the board when Saban was there. The recruiting was that great. And our recruiting right now going into 2027 is not very good. Hopefully it will move up. But now 2028, we're doing pretty good there. Defensively, we should be really good. Got a lot of guys coming back. Special teams, I'm not sure how good we are. We should be good. If you recruit great athletes, you should be pretty good on special teams. So we have to wait and see how the season plays out. But this is what the University of Alabama Student Government Associations have done. This is what they're requesting. The students, not us, not the general, but the students. They're going to ask you to wear certain colors at certain games. When Alabama plays that first game on East Carolina, they want all the student body to wear crimson. Okay? Why don't we do this every game and not worry about it? All right. When they play FSU, this makes no sense to me. I don't understand this. I really don't. Our colors are not black and white. They want the student section to be dressed all in black and white when FSU comes into the stadium and plays, what was that game, week 3 or 4, whatever game it is?
Week 3, I believe.
Okay, both of you guys, y'all are younger. Well, Glenn, you're not. You're a hell of a lot older. But, James, help me out. Why would the student body at Alabama, for the FSU game, want them to wear black and white when our school colors are crimson and
it's a Saturday afternoon game, right?
Yes. It's
in the state of Alabama.
I think it's 2:30, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be hot.
And you're wearing
black.
Yeah. Are they putting a dome over the stadium before this game, or are they just telling all the students, "Hey, get out there and sweat for your team"? I don't get that one. I don't remember ever Alabama wearing a black.
We don't have
jersey.
blackouts. We don't have blackouts.
Yeah,
Georgia did it, and we were up at Georgia 31-0 the year they did it at halftime.
And I mean, Happy Valley does a whiteout, and it's cool, but that's what they do.
Well, their colors are.
Yeah, their colors are white and blue. So I mean, you can get away with it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a whiteout.
If you go to Alabama's website and you say, "Hey, what are the Crimson Tide's colors?"
Yeah.
They're not going to list black. They're going to list crimson and.
They must have been hanging
white.
on Ohio State people. I don't know. Ohio State.
Well, I mean, money is in the marketing, and plenty of that marketing money goes into NIL deals. So I guess they're trying to sell more jerseys.
What they're trying to do is enough of the kids get sick, then they can sell those tickets to somebody that pays instead of.
That's a good point too. There's only so many of those seats in that stadium.
Now that's for the FSU game. Wear your black and white, not the general public, just the. I hope they're not with the general. I think this is just for the student body. All right. When they play Georgia, here we go. Guess what they want you to wear versus Georgia? White. They want all the students to be dressed in white.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I can live with that.
All right.
Now, Texas A&M, that's Alabama's homecoming game. So guess what they want you to do for this one? You got your own choice. Wear what you want.
How nice of them for homecoming.
Wear what you want. Now, this one I have no idea. Chattanooga, the cupcake before the Iron Bowl, they say wear black and white again. You talking FSU black and white, and then Chattanooga. That to me, that's a slap in the face to FSU.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get the black and white.
I don't either.
Now, the Auburn game, the Iron Bowl, they're telling everybody wear Clemson. Let's just have all red, just red everywhere you see, which I like that. But I just like to see red and white. That's just me. That's just me. Mike back doesn't interrupt the Alabama update. Now, this is something else. All these different traditions at Alabama. We got the Walk of the Champions, which is pretty cool. I remember we took Leighton Lorelei to the Tennessee game a couple of years back. First time they ever been to the stadium, they loved it. I mean, they went nuts. But she grabbed Julie's hand and was breaking through lines and everything. We were laughing at her, and she got right on the rope, and she was his close like we are to Nick Saban, and she's yelling, Coach Saban, Coach Saban. I couldn't believe she did that, but she did. That's a great tradition. The $1 Million Band, it's incredible to listen and play, and when they come into the stadium, when they form the line for Bama to run through, all that tradition. The houndstooth hat everywhere. The shakers, the red and white shakers everybody does all through the big games, all the games. Dixieland Delight is probably my favorite. You're in the fourth quarter, there's probably 4 minutes going. I can't remember when they do it. The place goes absolutely crazy. Everybody sings. I just hate when they say the F word to Auburn, and you got your two granddaughters there. And sometimes your ears hurt. It's so loud. It's really something cool. And then they got all kind of different traditions we have there that make. Does that help us win a game? Does any of that help win a game? No.
No,
it's not going to. I mean,
it probably
think about it.
Gives
it really
the feeling
does.
they're being encouraged by people,
right?
But does that make you make the best play? No.
But Glenn, what it does, it affects the fan experience. It makes you want to go back. The traditions of the great universe, the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the best in college football, in my opinion, in a big game. At the Alabama Crimson
What makes
Tide.
me want to go back is, can I afford it again?
So that's anyway. I can't believe I'm letting a Tennessee Volunteer interrupt an Alabama update.
I know.
Should we do it or not?
I think you're kind-hearted.
Should I let him on?
He's already here.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad you stopped going on. Well, I want to talk about Coach Madison. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay. During the Alabama update, you want to talk about Coach Manley? Okay, go ahead.
Well, and it's about Vanderbilt too. But hey, Coach Manley.
Yes, sir.
Was that Scotty Madison's dad or brother? So I thought that played at Vanderbilt. He's a good catcher and a quarterback, kind of a short quarterback. And I don't think he ever really started at quarterback. Do you remember that name?
I remember the name, but I don't know if he's related to Carl.
Well, let me ask you this: when Coach Carl Madison, when he went up to Pine Forest, did he happen to have a running back named Emmitt Smith played for him?
No, he played at Escambia.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Who played at Pensacola Pine Forest? That was so good.
Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. But that's maybe after it. But I mean, there's been a lot of great players in Northwest Florida for years. I mean,
it's lower Alabama. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's kind of like out. You're right. I really think they ought to do a reverse secession.
I know.
Mobile
How stupid to give it away. Yeah.
Mobile was actually West Florida,
mm-hmm.
and you know that.
Yeah.
And so I think they're always talking about making new states out of places. How about from Apalachicola to we'll give Louisiana Bay St. Louis. We'll take past Christian. Anyway, just a couple of thoughts. You're laughing about that.
My wife's from Long Beach. Okay, be careful.
Well, there you go. She become a Florida person.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
they're so smart there. They dump waste into the Gulf. I mean,
yeah, they ruin oysters over there, don't they?
Yeah,
hey, I want to make a cogent point here before I cut off. But I mean, there's a lot of guys that of that era. And of course, Ronnie Myrick, who played at Vanderbilt and played at Mariana, is dead. I'm pretty sure. I hate to get it wrong, but it'd be a great thing. He said, Wiley Barnes was from up there. He played on the Bama team that beat Penn State, or Kraus stuff Gooman. It's just a lot of great players from there, and it did me so good to hear him talk about the Troy State-Oklahoma game. That's the I'm a man game. That's a historic game in American college football history. And,
I'm 40. I'm a man.
Yeah, I'm 40. I'm a man. Well, now he's 66 and he's unemployed or whatever. But I'm going to cut off because here's what I want to finally say is I enjoyed that interview better than any. And listen, I'm not one of these guys that you don't ever hear my radio going on in the background because I don't use it. I will tell you this, Coach Hale. I was just trying to get back online after I got off and talked to a seamstress who used to work down there. Who's doing some work for me, who used to maybe be one of my ex-wives. Anyway, so anyway, real quick, I'm going to get off, but that was great. I'm going to get out of the way because I know there's people that are smarter and more talented and more entertaining than I am. But also, I was going to get the ex-wife to sing my old Kentucky Home to you because y'all better watch out for that. I heard Finest A-Bomb, the great Tennessee man. He's Karnak of Knoxville, the Mephisto of Memphis, and the Babar of Birmingham. He said, y'all don't have any problems till about the fifth game. He is wrong. Take care, brothers.
All right.
I'll continue to listen.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for interrupting a great Alabama update I didn't get to do. That will not happen again, by the way. All right, let's talk about some of our great people.
Thanks.
I love all of our sponsors. They're incredible. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1, anytime, day or night. Locals taking care of locals. That's what you get from Stevenson Air Conditioning. Just give them a call. They are the best. Russ, Amber, Patrick, I love them. They're great. Patrick, Arnold High School. Wonderful people. David Adamson, Designer Jewelry. You want to sell jewelry? You got gold, silver you want to sell? They'll buy it. They're incredible. You get something broke. They don't mail it off. You don't get it back 6 to 8 weeks if you ever get back at all. They do it in-house. They're that good. Get down. And what else they got down there, James?
They have the wish list. So if you see something that you really need, like when I was in there the other day, they had this beautiful Ohio State Buckeye pendant. Now, I didn't put my name down there, but I did put Coach Hale's name down there. So if anybody wants to go pick it up for him,
Jason
David Adamson.
Are you listening? Go get that for me. Jim Brandt, go get that for me. You're right. Oh, my God. Today is the day. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant, that great J. Michael's spaghetti, only on Wednesday. Go check it out. You're absolutely going to love it. It's the best. They only do it for lunch and dinner, only on Wednesday. Now, if you're over in Lynn Haven, it's Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. I'll talk more about Pat in just a second. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Yeah, we all do. Go see Jason Kovaleski, 23rd Street, Pier Park, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Listen to him tomorrow right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Glenn Manley. When we get back, we'll talk about the Auburn, and we're going to talk about FSU with Dr. Eugene Glenn Manley. We'll be right back.
Only 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Instant Replay Sports Cards welcomes former Kansas City Royal pitcher Randy McGilberry. He's going to be at Instant Replay Sports Cards for a book signing on Saturday, August 1st from 1 to 3. Get the new book, Dare to Dream, Believing in Yourself by Randy McGilberry. Come meet Randy, get personalized autographs, and have your photo taken with an MLB legend. Don't miss this special event Saturday, August 1st at Instant Replay Sports Cards, 752 West 23rd Street in the Sanford Station, Panama City.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays. And Tuesdays, kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
Billy here.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Nick Saban can kiss my...
Uncompromising sports talk lives here. Now back to the J. Michaels studio. It's the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. Craig, Elizabeth, Steve, Segrist. What a family. Legendary family. Bum, bum, bum,
Stand
bum,
up
bum,
and yell.
Hey! Coach Dye, Suge Jordan, 2 greatest coaches, I think, ever at Auburn. I'd put Tuberville.
Oh, you left out Barfield. Come on.
No, he was a Southern Mississippi guy. Not bad. Hey, FSU, real quick, Glenn, FSU was picked to finish 11th in the ACC.
I know.
Auburn, about the same thing in the SEC. You know, get out to, wait a minute, let me just take a time out. Get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Get over there and see Steve. Bertishaw will probably be there. Jason Kovaleski will probably be there. When I will go over there as soon as I get over in Lynn Haven, and you're going to pay for the bill.
No.
It is the best place to go if you're in Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Perno, city commissioner of Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. His restaurant is second to none. Love that man. Love that man. Let's bring on a caller, Glenn. We got to do FSU and a little bit of Auburn, but we got to take Steve back because he's such a good caller. Right. Steve, you're back with us. Talk to us, man. Tell us about this lawsuit. LSU, Ole Miss, they love one another. They're like little brother and big brother to each other. Talk about that.
Oh, it's going to be like a campfire with s'mores on September 19th in Oxford.
Yeah.
But no, this has really nothing to do with LSU. It's the players who left because LSU's already said, "Hey, we're not involved in this," which is, on one hand true. On second hand, the players are going, "Hey, wait a second, you don't have my back." But I don't think Ole Miss should settle, and I'm not sure they will settle because, well, if they settle, they get less money. And this is an open shut case from what the lawyers told me. The kids signed the deal, and they were told when they signed it, by the way, if you break it, you owe us this. And then when they got in the portal, the compliance people said, okay, we're going to do that, but you owe us this. And LSU said, well, you owe that. So they knew it. And when Ole Miss sent them a letter saying, hey, we can settle this, they never answered. So I think Ole Miss just go ahead. And it's in Lafayette County, Mississippi Circuit Court, so it's in Oxford.
That's the key.
Well, think about this, though. Let's say, the next docket day that they can get on it is in 4 months. That's in the middle of football season. These kids would have to leave Baton Rouge to go to Oxford probably for 2 days and miss practice.
Right.
To go to court and lose, then go back to LSU feeling down because now,
your money's gone. Yeah.
Well, you mind me yelling. Let's say he signed for $1 million at LSU. Okay. Well, the first thing, federal government's going to take a big chunk right off the top of the bat.
Right.
Boom.
Right.
And Louisiana, there's a state income tax. They're taking a chunk. By the way, in Mississippi, state income tax, but the legislature passed a law.
I remember that. Yeah, that made some
revenue
people.
Sharing
that pissed off some people in that state.
Exempt.
Yeah, that made some people upset.
Well, I think what happened was the quarterback at A&M, Marcel Reed.
Yeah,
he had been committed for 18 months to Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. Then the night before signing day, he said, "Well, I'm going to go to A&M." Well, in Texas, there's no state income tax,
Right.
so he knows he's going to get more money.
Right.
So that sort of made sense. And he was in that class that had 19,000 5-stars,
Right.
and he's the only one left. By the way, everybody else transferred. But what's going to happen to this? You mentioned Yellen. I don't care who his agent is. Could be Uncle Bob. He's going to want his cut up front.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's down to probably $700,000.
Or maybe more.
Now
maybe
he's gonna have to-
maybe less. Yeah.
Now he's got to pay $590 to Ole Miss, plus court costs, plus his lawyer fees, plus the Ole Miss lawyer fees.
He's not gonna have any money.
He might be playing for $10,000. And let's face it, he did not take his signing and put it in a mutual fund or a CD or an IRA. He went and bought a car. He's got a really nice condo in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going to be basically playing for free.
Well, let me ask you this: does he go? Wait a minute. I'm going to sue LSU now because I wouldn't be here. They tampered with me.
I don't think you can sue for tampering, though, can you?
I don't know. I think you can sue for anything.
It depends.
Well,
on
that's true.
You can sue I don't think you can win for anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you can win for anything.
I don't know. They brainwashed me. I was going to stay at Ole
Well-
Miss. They lied to me. They made me think this, and this. I don't know.
Well, I think one of three things happened at LSU, especially since the kid he signed his rev share deal at $10.50 at night. Oh no, he had declared for the portal at $10.50 at night, and signed with LSU at 8 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying in 10 hours overnight they negotiated everything? Oh, come on! He already had a thing in deal. He already had a deal in place.
Right.
So I think LSU told him one of three things. One, don't worry about it. What are they going to do? Sue you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they are. Two, what I said, you're going to make so much money you can pay it off. No big deal. Or three, which I think is most likely, is LSU said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Right. Right.
But that's not a binding contract.
Right.
And, I mean, for the tampering thing, if you could sue for it, wouldn't Dabu Swinney be suing Ole Miss for Ferrelli?
Right.
Yeah, he kind of is in a way.
Well, the other thing is that's different. Ferrelli did not have a rev share deal with Clemson. All he had was a financial aid deal. So I mean, you can break that easily.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you're going to pay for my classes. Well, I'm not going to them, so keep it.
Right.
So that's why nothing happened with that. The thing is, even NIL deals. Say you sign with, say you're at Oregon, you sign with Nike, which I think everybody at Oregon has signed with Nike.
Right.
I mean, Phil Knight runs everything in the state of Oregon. But you decide to leave and you want to go to Michigan. They're also a Nike school, and you're thinking, hey, my NIL deal is good. It is, because Nike cannot sue you, because an NIL deal is not bound upon you playing at a certain school.
Wow.
It cannot say we only pay you if you play at Oregon.
Wow.
If you go to another Nike school, you still get paid.
This is crazy.
I tell you what, man, I took the LSAT. I really should have gone to law school instead of learning about ball.
Where'd you go to school at? What college you go to?
I went to Ole Miss and ended up in Troy.
Okay. All right. What year were you at Ole Miss? Go back to Ole Miss. What years were you there?
I was there 83, 84. I came in with Billy Brewer.
Yeah.
His first game at Ole Miss was against Memphis. That was my first actual game at Ole Miss. It was in the Liberty Bowl, actually. Got beat 37-17. But I always tell the people he had to leave because he cheated in recruiting. I had to leave because I had a 1.7 GPA, so we both left on probation.
I've been there.
Hey, I know all about that.
So we both left on probation.
All right. You're from Pensacola. Of
Born and raised.
all the places, why Ole Miss?
Well, growing up, okay, I really hate to admit this. I was a big Auburn fan.
Okay.
I mean, I was Auburn all the way. And, well, my first football game was actually in 70. We went to Tallahassee for Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Back when Gary Huff was at Florida State, John Reeves was at Florida. But every year, because Florida State really wasn't that good.
Yeah. And
my dad was a Florida fan, so every other year we go to Auburn because that's the closest place we see Florida.
Okay, I get
it. I grew up just a big Auburn fan. And my senior year in high school, I was in English class on I said first period. I had English second period, and they had the college fair in the cafeteria. And I went, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to the Auburn table. And I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, no big deal here. And then I walked around, and I'm looking at this guy. He's from Ole Miss. And he's showing me stuff. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. And the bell rang. I had to go to second period. It was my English class, and they still had the college fair. And I told my teacher, I said, would you mind if I went back?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, you just want to go talk Auburn football. And I said, actually, I'm talking to the Ole Miss guy. And my teacher had gone to Ole Miss.
Oh, my God.
And he said, look, you're really good at literature. You're really good at writing. Ole Miss is a writing school. You need to go talk to them.
Yeah.
And then I took my visit. And the old saying is, if you don't want to go to Ole Miss, don't take a visit.
Yeah, it's beautiful. There's no doubt.
I pulled onto campus, and my first thought was, this is what a college looks like.
Yeah.
And something about these kids with the contracts. My first little meeting in pre-college orientation, we had like 35 of us there. And the person in front of us said, who's already got a spot in the dorm? And I was going to live in the dorm, so I raised my hand. Said, who's going to live in town? And maybe 10 people did. Said, who doesn't have a place yet? And 8 or 9 people said, well, what are y'all going to do? Said, we're going into town today. And this person told us, we're not even students there yet. Whatever you do, don't sign anything because that's a binding contract.
Wow.
Until you find the place you want at the price you can afford, don't sign anything. You don't think the compliance department didn't tell these 2 kids who went to LSU, when you sign this, you're going to owe this?
Oh, yeah.
They knew.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Hey, Steve, I hate to do it. We've got to take a break. We got Mark McLeod coming on. Hey, man, I'd love to call us every day if you can. We'd love talking to you.
Well, y'all got my number too, brothers.
All right, you stay good.
I'm an early bird.
So. All right. Well, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it. Great insight like that.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Guys.
Go Rebels, or Bull Sharks, or Brown Bears. What they changed it. So I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let's talk about some of our great people. Get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Have a great meal today. I'm going to talk about a couple of restaurants, but you're in Lynn Haven today, it's got to be Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Tell Pat we said hello. If you're on beautiful Panama City Beach and you want Mexican food, it's Pepper's Mexican Grill. Check out that margarita, the soft margarita. It's incredible. Great food, great place to have a birthday party. Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway. Now, if you want barbecue, there's only one place. This is some great barbecue. Paul's from Alabama. His family takes a lot of pride in what they do. Their food is incredible. Outlaws Barbecue on Thomas Drive. You cannot go on past J. Michael's, go on past the curve, Newbies 2, about halfway up to the mothership on the right-hand side. You'll see a sign that says Outlaws Barbecue. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. Jason Kovaleski says he eats there all the time. He loves it. They got live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Outlaws Barbecue. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. That Florida State update was brought to you by Newbies. Get out to one of the 4 Newbies. Have a great time. Love John. I saw John the other day. Be right back.
The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is designed specifically for sports fanatics like you. The sports content you demand is always on. Live stream our national and local sports talk anywhere you go. Reach us on all social media. You can also be a part of the show. Call and text into our studios. Plus, up-to-the-minute weather and traffic maps. The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is available at the Apple Store and Google Play.
Ready to play? Welcome to Do Play, your premier indoor destination for family fitness and total fun. Do Play is designed for fun, movement, and skill building for all ages. Kids can explore our active playgrounds, while athletes and teams can utilize our turf fields, indoor soccer, batting cages, full basketball, and volleyball courts. With open play, training space, and structured activities, it's all inclusive at the new Do Play in Panama City. Take a look now at DoPlayOnline.com. That's DoPlayOnline.com.
KLA Builders is a general contractor based in Panama City Beach, specializing in home remodeling, renovations, and custom projects. KLA Builders offers services like kitchen and bathroom remodels, deck construction, and full home renovations. With a focus on craftsmanship and personalized service for residential projects, KLA Builders is turning client visions into reality. For a free estimate, call KLA Builders, 850-960-5115. That's 850-960-5115.
Get ready for our Star Spangled celebration at Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts in beautiful downtown Panama City. Save 20 to 50% throughout the store on fine jewelry, diamonds, gifts, and more. Plus, now is the perfect time to start your Christmas shopping with only 20% down on layaways. Don't miss the savings, sparkle, and celebration at Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts, putting a sparkle on Bay County, 638 Harrison Avenue, downtown Panama City.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest. Back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Go Gators! You're not a Gator. Yeah, Gator hater, baby. Oh, you're Gator bait.
That's right.
Hey, before we get with the legend, Mark McLeod, I got to do this. I just got to do it. You know why I met this young man? Very impressed with him. Adam Russell. Welcome to Bay County. Welcome to Mosley, the great family, Mosley Baseball, Mosley High School. Going to work for a great coach in Doug Lee. Adam played at Montgomery, Auburn Montgomery, played baseball. He coached at Pelham, Vestavia Hills, and Hoover. He comes from Hoover. I think he has like 13 years. I think he's his 13th year coaching baseball. Mm-hmm. He will be over there coaching, assistant coach for a hitting coach, strength and conditioning coach at the incredible Mosley High School baseball program for the incredible Doug Lee. I met Glenn, you'll like this guy. I met him. Great family, great person. And so welcome to Bay County. I'm glad we got him. And, of course, the guy we're talking to right now is a Mosley graduate, a legend in these parts, the one and only Mark McLeod. Mark, how you doing this morning?
Hey, doing well, Coach. Good morning.
Man, we got so many questions for you. I'm going to try to get them all in. But first, I want to start out with this, and I'll come back to some of the other ones. You wrote some great articles. The one I really loved, you talked about the SEC breaking away, and you mentioned some teams that they should go after, and I was with you 100%. Tell everybody out there what we're talking about, and how can other people read these articles?
BookSportsRadio.com for now. So I'm still doing some stuff contractually with them. Not a whole lot, but I'm doing a little bit with them. They still have a couple of mine to post, actually. But, that would be where we're on X at McLeod Live. The teams are looking at, it's quite simple. It's North Carolina. North Carolina is a team both the SEC and Big Ten really covet. You're talking about one of the states in the South where where the SEC really doesn't have a foothold. So that would be a perfect opportunity. Plus, you've got Charlotte television market. You've got the Raleigh Research Triangle area. That's a good market. Some other areas there in North Carolina, and it's a growing state. It's a very fast-growing state. I think the same holds true for Virginia. Another southern state where TV market that you get there, though, is the Washington, D.C. market. It comes with Virginia, of course. So that's a huge market, top 10 market, and you can get them. And, of course, you've got areas like Roanoke and Norfolk and all those other areas as well. So, and they would love, the SEC and probably the Big Ten would love to have Virginia. You know, and again, the key for both of those schools, because Notre Dame's going to try to remain independent. They don't want to go anywhere. They want to keep their money. We just saw the deal they made with a patch on their jersey that they're going to get roughly $20 million for. Yeah. So they want to remain. They want that NBC money. I think that, though, when you look at overall at the SEC and the Big Ten, those are two schools they would absolutely love to have. I think the Big Ten would love to have Miami. But again, all these presidents of these schools, they want them to be members of the AAU, the American Association of Colleges and Universities, or American Association of Universities and Colleges, however it's pronounced or seated. But anyway, when you look at that, that's what they want. They want to be able to go into press box and greet all these people, or not the press box, the sky box, and greet all these people and tell everybody, all these boosters, these big money boosters, hey, you know, we've got another member, a big academic, we're an academic conference. You know, they want all that. And, of course, the ADs want it too. But it's a good feather in the hat. But North Carolina and Virginia are the two that they really want. And beyond that, I think it's anybody's guess. You know, Clemson's not going to be a member of the AAU. They're far from being a member of the AAU. You just don't get that at Clemson. But, you know, of course, you got Florida State out there. You've got some other schools as well. If they can break up the Big Ten. And I do think that whole Big Ten deal, look, it's going to come tumbling down in the next 2 years.
I think I'm with you. I think they're going to go after Miami. I might be wrong about FSU, but I think they go after Miami. All right, I'm going to throw something out there. They're going to come to the South. We need to go to the North. Here's a team I think we need to go after, and y'all going to think I'm crazy. But you look at it, it's all about money. It's all about TV network contracts and things of that nature. You go to Pitt. Let's go get Pitt from the ACC. They'll leave for that big-time money. Look at that state. Look at the population of that state. Look at the TV markets in that state. That, to me, would be the one. North Carolina, Virginia, Pitt, and then do whatever we got to do to get Notre Dame in. If we don't get Notre Dame, I think we got to have 4 schools. So I just say my wish comes true. We get Pitt. We get a brand-new TV market. We get a school north, and they get one from the South in Miami. They get Miami. We don't. We got North Carolina. We get Virginia. We got 3. Mark, who would be the 4th, though, if we don't get Notre Dame? Who would it be? Would it be Virginia, West Virginia? Yeah. West Virginia, another state.
I don't know about West Virginia. I think. Look, my dream world, my dream scenario would be definitely North Carolina, Virginia. I'm not sure who the 3rd and 4th one would be. To be honest with you, look, there are SEC people, presidents, ADs that there are a few that would like Miami, and then there are a few that would not like Miami, and I've heard a lot of that. I've heard from those people, absolutely not.
Do not.
But they're also for Florida State. I've not heard the not for Florida State like I have on Miami.
Ooh.
The SEC people, there are some SEC people, and from when I'm talking to some of the radio guys, hey, what do you hear from your guys, your AD, and was anything being said privately, or can you connect anything? And a lot of them will. It's more positive, much more positive for Florida State than Miami.
All right.
For the SEC.
All right, let me tell you what I've heard. Just some of the coaches I know, and some people I've talked to throughout, not just as recently, but I'm talking go back 4 or 5 years. They don't want FSU.
Right.
If you're LSU coaching LSU, you're coaching Auburn, Alabama, Georgia. You don't, because they know that's a sleeping giant. That could be something special. They don't want them in there because they're recruiting right now against those players. And what do they? We already got the state of Florida. Miami, right. I'm like, we got Florida. Why don't we need Miami? Why don't we? I guess the South Florida population, but we already got that. There are Florida fans down there. We got that TV network. I think we go. I'm like you. I think we go North Carolina, Virginia, and I'm crazy. I want another huge state to make more money like the Big Ten did. I go Pitt. I think we could get them. The 4th one, I don't know who to get the 4th one.
I'm saying we need to expect. You know, you keep saying going north. We need to go west. Arizona State, one of those, because that way, you know, Arizona State good at football, Arizona great at basketball. Just figure out which one you want to build toward.
But see, I'm not thinking about TV networks. There's more eyeballs, and up at Pitt, that state's got more people living in it. You got look at the cities that are in that state. I mean, I just think that would be more money for the networks. And maybe I'm wrong. That's just me throwing out an idea. But, Mark, if you go west, where else would you go besides Arizona?
Colorado,
Ooh,
growing
Colorado,
state,
yeah.
the Denver area.
Yeah, I didn't think about
you get
that
a lot
one.
of that. That has been mentioned. Now, let me say this about Florida State. When I made the comment, I was comparing Florida State to Miami. You're right, though. What you say, a lot of the SEC, they don't want Florida State. They don't really want Florida State. But
Jealousy,
if you say Florida State or Miami, you will get a lot more people that will say, well, based on what I'm hearing, it would be Florida State. They don't want Miami because they're dirty, rotten cheaters. That's what they believe. That is what a lot of these guys, they don't want to put up with the Miami nonsense. And how many times have they been hassled by the NCAA over the past 25 years? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm with you. How much time we got?
You got about 3 minutes.
Mark, you wrote another article, too. That was one of them I really enjoyed. What about the other one?
I don't even know what I wrote. It's so crazy. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's
I
about
wrote five,
the Auburn
I
coach
wrote
being.
five, I wrote 5 pieces, Coach.
It was the one. It was the one that you said. There's a radio show up in Panama City that's incredible. The guy is unbelievable, good looking. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, he threw
You were trying to get me on a national network. That one, that article.
Did I include a picture of the granite rock? I think that's all we did.
What about that, man? What about Dr. Manley getting that great award like that? Not many people have something. That's like Howard's Rock. It's going to be. I predict it will be bigger than Howard's Rock in Clemson. I do.
Well, I can
What
tell
an
you.
honor.
I can tell you one thing: when the school falls over, that rock will still be there.
Listen to what I said. That rock is bigger than the one. It is. It's bigger than Howard's Rock. I wasn't lying. Now, if you listen to what I was saying, I was telling the truth.
When I come to Panama City, I'm going to get a donut from Dandy Donuts. It's still there, right?
Man, I wish I had
Is it
that.
still there?
Yeah. Yes.
It's still there? All right, I'm going to get a Dandy Donut and go sit on that rock. And just, I'm going to talk to Jamila and say, come on down. I got one for you.
I took my son's dog over there to that rock. Anyway.
That's going to be probably a lot of going on there, but hopefully we won't be watching it in person.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with the great Mark McLeod. Let's talk about some of our great people. Turf Pro Pest Control. You want that yard look absolutely gorgeous. Pat can do it, man. Pat Garner can do anything. You got bugs in the house, they'll be gone forever. They do it all. Turf Pro Pest Control, not even close. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contract. Listen to Kyle every Friday. That guy is unbelievable. Unbelievable athlete, unbelievable businessman. Love Kyle. Listen to him every Friday. But if you want something built, it doesn't have to be a roof. They can design and build commercial, residential buildings, houses, anything. TK Vandy Roofing, unbelievable. Steve's Bike Shop, Steve Bertishaw, the swim coach. This is Mosley Day.
All right.
We got Mark, we got Steve Bertishaw, the swim coach at Mosley High School. They've been in business since 1979. I think that's the year Mark was born. 1979. You're doing something good if you've been in business that long.
That's right.
Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got new and used electrical bikes, great prices. Go check it out on 23rd Street.
That's where it is.
All right, we'll be right back on the Throw Certain. Mark McLeod, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
If you were so good at it, Stephen A. Smith, then why hasn't anybody ever asked you to be the general manager of a team and go build a team and win a championship? Yeah. You were wrong about the Knicks, and I think you're wrong about this. It has no effect on what color a person is based off of whether or not they're going to win a basketball game or not.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they'll get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
He's the sexiest man on the planet.
Live and local from the J. Michaels Studio on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I saw the beautiful Trudy at that Cajun place yesterday. Breaking news, that Cajun place, that Cajun Pearl will be opening up downtown Panama City 2027. Cannot wait for that. Love Jan and Trudy. Let's bring him back on right now. Mark McLeod. Mark, what's the latest going on down in Gainesville, football-wise? What are you hearing? What's going on?
A lot of excitement about John Summerall in the program, and that was really the one of the keys of the SEC media days. Talking about John Summerall, Alex Golish, some of the other coaches. I think people really were impressed with Stein and his comments about Kentucky, his enthusiasm. We'll see if that carries over, but a lot of work to do there. But a lot of work to do at all three of those schools, and I think that most of what I got in terms of the University of Florida from all the people I talked to there, they believe they're hey, Florida got a great guy in Summerall. Summerall, the guy was, finally. I said, he's the first guy that checks all the boxes since Urban Meyer. The only guy that checks all the boxes since Urban Meyer. Dan Mullen didn't do it. McElwain, Muschamp, it doesn't matter. Go through the whole litany of coaches Florida's had, and none of them check the boxes like John Summerall does. And his changes in the program with the strength and conditioning, he admitted there, I didn't like it. I didn't like what I saw when I got in there. I said, this is not what we need to be doing. And they spent a lot of money and quickly transformed the weight room, bringing in a bunch of new equipment and doing different things. So, I think that was one of the keys. I think a lot of people believe in Golish at Auburn. I do, that he's the right guy and he's going to get some things done. So it's going to be a very interesting year. One of the talk too, and I've talked a bit about it on stuff that I've done in recent months, couple months, who's a sleeper in the SEC? Everybody seems to have a different opinion. Is it Ole Miss? Is it Texas A&M? Is it Alabama? Is it, and it's amazing to hear the various comments that you get on Radio Row.
How did you like? Did you get to see your buddy from Arkansas? Did you get to spend some time with him?
No, I did not. I saw him from a distance. At least I thought it was him, but it was a weird year for me. I mean, I'm running around there and doing everything, and dealing with some other people that I was working some stuff with, and I did not. It didn't even get to talk to him. So no, I didn't get a picture with him. I didn't get anything.
I hate that, man. Did you enjoy it down there? Do you think that's a good place to have it, or are you looking forward to go back to Nashville or Atlanta or Hoover? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm. I'd be real curious to go back to Nashville's not a problem. Dallas is back on the list. I understand maybe next year it could be, not next year, but in 28 it could be Dallas again. But I think overall Tampa was a mixed review. I think here's what I got. A lot of people did not want to go. They did not want to go to Florida. They really did. Too far, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of guys that didn't make the trip.
Yeah.
We were texting back and forth. They said, look, man, I'm not going all the way down there. Okay. And I think that's the key. But a lot of guys that got there, they said, this is better. This is nicer and better down here than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And so they really seem to enjoy it. But I don't see it going back to Tampa anytime soon, no.
Okay. I always thought, hey, they hosted the SEC basketball tournament. So you know what? You do this, we might have our media days down there also in that great city. I think that kind of was hand in hand. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Any talk, any gossip, anything you hear in some coach on the hot seat that maybe Alabama, maybe?
Yeah, Kalen DeBoer. That was what I heard from some of the Bama guys. That said, early in the year, I mean, there was talks behind the scenes that, look, the boosters, big deep pocket boosters were not happy with DeBoer and what was going on. The loss to Florida State wasn't the only issue. There were just a lot of things they said, but as he went on that six week run, I guess it was at Alabama, maybe 7 weeks, it calmed things down quite a bit. But yes, he is very much. They're watching him this year. It has to be a good year for Alabama, and of course now you're going to have a new quarterback, so it's going to be interesting. Because here's the gist of it, Coach, and you know this being a Bama guy. There's no talk about Alabama
none
appearing in the SEC championship game,
right?
And this is 2 years in a row. There's no talk of that, and that doesn't sit well. That is not sitting well with the Bama boys.
Yeah, it's at least the media, I think, around 6th or 7th place. They think they'll finish in the SEC. A lot of issues at Alabama. I go back. I've said this. I'll say it right here again. The Florida-Auburn game is huge, in my opinion. The winner, you heard it here first, is going to win 8+ games. I do. I think Florida could be a sleeper. I'm not sure about Auburn yet, but I do think Auburn's going to be good this year. I do.
I think Florida can sneak up on people. I don't. I see that. I don't know. I see that Texas game as a trap game for Texas. I really do.
You talking about Florida, Texas?
For Florida, Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that as a trap game for the Longhorns coming off that big emotional game against Oklahoma the prior week, and then they got a big game against Ole Miss after Florida. So it could be a trap game for them. I think for Florida, they're not going to win the SEC, but I had them 8. I picked them 8.
Okay.
But I think they're going to. I think they can sneak up on some people. I think they can do some things. I think Auburn. The schedule's just too difficult. I mean, that 6-game stretch. I don't see another team in the country that has a 6-game stretch like Auburn does.
Yeah.
To me, that's just brutal. I can see them losing 3 of those 6 games.
All right, go back to that. You brought Texas up. I'm looking at right now the experts. They only give Florida a 12% chance to go on the road and beat Texas. So you're saying not so fast, my friend, right?
I am. I'm only saying that because of where it sits on the schedule. I mean, you've got a big emotional game against Oklahoma. We know what happened last year. That's a big game for Texas. And then you come off that, okay, you're at home. That's the saving grace is that you're at home. But you go look at John Sumrall's teams, and he has had them well prepped to go on the road and play. That has not been a Billy Napier staple. We know that.
Right.
But John Sumrall has done a terrific job in getting his teams ready to go play on the road and having them where they need to be. And then when you have Ole Miss a week later, which, look, that may be the talk, is that, Texas, Oklahoma, and then for Texas fans, they may already be jumping to Ole Miss because that could be a big game because Ole Miss is yet another team that we were talking about sleepers earlier. That's yet another SEC team that people are saying are sleepers. I counted 5 different teams people were saying were sleepers in the SEC. Florida wasn't one of them, but Florida was on the outside looking in. Tennessee mostly was on the outside looking in. Even some people had Missouri up there a little higher than I thought they should be. I do think the Missouri offense is going to be awfully good, but they got to get Hardy back. He's got to be healthy, but we'll see what happens. And also, while we're talking about Jaden Ball, I did have Jaden Ball in my first team All-SEC ballot. Okay. I mean, Hardy is fabulous, great. Lacey, Ole Miss, fantastic, but I think Ball is probably the second best back in the SEC. At least that's where I am.
All right, I want to ask you, because I'm looking at right now as we speak, the games we're talking about. I want to go to Missouri. Florida's only got a 46% chance to win, according to experts, at Missouri. Now, Florida didn't play good out there for some reason. It's not late in the season. It's in the middle. We're kind of towards the beginning of the season. What, the 4th game, 5th game? I think it's the 5th game. What do you feel about that game? Is that one of the ones they got to win if they're going to win 8 games this year?
Yes, that could be a trap game for Florida. I mean, Florida, as you say, they don't play well in Missouri. They don't play well in Mississippi on the road. They really haven't traditionally. Typically, even Spurrier lost over there. Mississippi State, I believe, hammered them on a Thursday night, as I recall. But yeah, it's been tough for Florida, and of course, Ole Miss came to Gainesville and knocked Florida off many years ago. The message boards, the website just crashed because of all the traffic. But it's going to be tough. I think that Missouri game is one to circle for Florida. I do think the Auburn game with you, I agree with you. That is going to be a monster game, and I love that Golish took a little shot at Sumrall, jokingly, but he took a little shot at Sumrall, and man, that's perfect. That's exactly what that game needs, is a little more build up, because it's going to be a build up during the season. But right now, it's fun.
Mark, I hate it. We've already run out of time. I love talking to you. Wow. We will talk to you next Wednesday, and keep sending those articles to me. I love them.
Yep, they're very good.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Dr. Manley, I tell you what, buddy, you deserve what you get. That was a great honor they gave to you. Not many coaches have anything named after them, and for them to do that, I think, too, that's a great place to have it right there where the kids go to practice every single day. They're going to see it all the time. Mm-hmm. You'll be long gone. It'll still be out there, and so will my dog. Anyway, I will see you next week. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. James, great job today.
Thank you.
And I think I stopped too early. I thought we were.
Well, you got another 20 seconds. You can talk if you want.
Get out to see J. Michael's restaurant today, world famous J. Michael's Spaghetti. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. They're 10 wings inside for $9.99. Two great places, one in Lynn Haven, one on the beach. Outlaws Barbecue's unbelievable. We're out. Go make a bet. Hard Rock. We'll be right back. We're gone. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Let's remember about guys like Lane Kiffin. This is true. They say it down south, and that's not nothing. Zebras don't change their stripes. They just change their watering hole. He's still Lane Kiffin, and I came up for a term for him. He's a narciopath. That's a combination of a narcissist and a sociopath, okay? He is not going to change.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, possible thunderstorms and some sun, and a high of 94 with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms and a low near 83. Tomorrow, likely thunderstorms and some sun, and a high around 90. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Upgrade your time on the water. Blue Water Marine Electronics is officially open at 2320 West 15th Street in the old Kawasaki dealership. Blue Water Marine Electronics, your premier destination for marine tech. They sell, service, and install everything from top-tier GPS and fish finders to sound systems and trolling motors. Need repairs? They're Bay County's authorized Minn Kota Warranty Center. Blue Water Marine Electronics, 15th Street, Panama City.
Looking for your next reliable ride? Don't break the bank. Cruise on down to Emerald Coast Auto Sales. From spacious family SUVs to sleek fuel-efficient sedans, we have an incredible selection of quality pre-owned vehicles waiting just for you right here on our lot at Emerald Coast Auto Sales. Drive home happy today. Emerald Coast Auto Sales, 2815 15th Street, right across the street from Cedar Grove Elementary.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
ESPN Northwest Florida, available on all your devices.
Connected.
Hear your favorite sports talk hosts and your favorite teams. We're live on the app. Tune in, Alexa, ESPNPC.com, Facebook, YouTube, and in your car at 101.9 and 104.3. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland.
He stacked it in L.A. Now he's stacking it in Philly.
Hosted by Dan Patrick and joined by the 4 Danettes.
He's always stacked his team.
Bringing you the biggest guests and best interviews in the world of sports.
Charles Barkley, man, one of the dark secrets nobody's talking about. The Eastern Conference might be better than the Western Conference right now. The Eastern Conference is quietly becoming the better conference. People ain't even talking about it, but they look at OKC and the Spurs, rightfully so. They're head and shoulders